Sean Fox here at St. Frederick High School as we're about to visit with new head football coach Chip Bilderback after a successful career in the state of Mississippi. Chip's now coaching the Warriors. We'll talk about what it's going to take to be successful in year number one. Chip Bilderback, listen, we are all kind of familiar with the Bilderback family already. Your wife, Missy, boy, she came in like a house of fire year number one at ULM. What a fantastic year, a deep run in the WNIT. I'm not going to ask who the best coach in the family is, but I know you've got to be awfully proud of what she was able to do her first year in Monroe.
Yeah, no doubt, and she is. So I'm okay with that.
That's safe answer.
That's perfectly fine with me. She worked really hard, and that was a unique group, and I think something that she's always going to cherish that first year at Division I and being able to have some success. And then I think what made her very happy was just at the end of the year, the support that you saw that women's basketball was receiving.
So we know about Missy. Let's hear about Chip. What got Chip Bilderback into coaching?
Well, it's two people, my father and my father-in-law. My father-in-law, I worked for 10 years. He's top 10 in wins in Mississippi. I think I cut my teeth under him. And the philosophy is using the game of football to transform lives. Then taking a step back further is my own father. He was a high school football coach for over 30 years in the state of California. He's now retired and living the good life down in Foley, Alabama. Those definitely are the seeds that were planted at me a long time ago that really have helped me as a coach.
You were able to take a struggling program in your last stop in Columbia, Mississippi, and turn it into a state championship. Right. How do you do it?
The one thing is players. You got to have players. It's all about talent and also coaches as well too. I thought we had some great coaches that were along with us on that journey, and I think it's kind of you got to have three different areas. You got to have the community. I mean by that is you got to be able to have the parents and the support from the community. Number two is your administration's got to be on board, and then the players and coaches got to be on board. If those three things are hitting, I think you can achieve anything in high school football.
There's that C word, culture. How long does it take to build a culture?
Obviously, winning early kind of helps get the buy-in from everyone, and then I think that goes back to your talent. And so, but I think culture is something that you have to do every single day. It's like shaving. You got to do it all the time. If you were to come watch St. Fred's practice football, what would we look like to you? And I hope those things are, we're a team that's committed, that really enjoys playing with each other and work hard every single day.
Well, your reputation precedes you from what you did in Mississippi. So for like the last year, whenever a job opening came up around here, like Chip Bilderback was a name that was always floated around.
Right.
Why St. Frederick?
I know this sounds crazy, Sean. I think it was a God thing. I think it's a great place for myself. I really kind of fell in love with the school. It's a great place for my son. I can stand on the 50-yard line and see ULM, so it's close to Missy as well too. If she's got to practice, she's going to be able to come to Drew's either football game or basketball game. That's something that I think was attractive as well too. I think the kids here have really bought into what we're doing, and I'm excited about being with them.
Just knowing you a little bit of the time that I have, I know family's big.
Yes, sir.
How important was it to coach your son?
Oh, it's everything. Last year was really tough. Him being over here and me being back in Mississippi, so the opportunity that I could get that was good for us as a family is the one I was going to take, and this was perfect for us.
Season's going to be here before you know it. What have you seen from your team?
But I've really been proud of their commitment and what they've put into it. We've got 39 kids on our roster right now, and 26 made every single workout in the month of June. Every day they bring energy, they bring an effort and a want to get better.
For the fans in the stands on a Friday night, what style of football will they see from Chip Bilderback's team?
Yeah, we want to be physical. We want to impose our will on offense, and we want to be a defense that really gets after it, is relentless to getting to the football. I think we can be really good in special teams, and we want to use that as an area to attack opponents.
I noticed on the back of jerseys of the day of practice, on the shirts, it says climb.
Right.
What's the meaning?
Climb is how we're trying to live out this season. We're trying to break it down into 5 days, committed. No matter if we win or lose on a Friday night, we're going to recommit. No matter what happens the previous week or the previous workout, we're going to recommit to what we're doing. The L in it stands for little things, and we got to do the little things right on a day-to-day basis, and that goes hand in hand with discipline. I is intensity. I think football is unlike any other sport. You have to have an intensity about it, the way you practice on a day-to-day basis. You just can't be intense on Friday nights. You have to have that intensity, the focus as well too. M is the mental toughness, and B is the brotherhood. We talk to our players all the time. I don't want them to play for Coach Bilderback. I want them to play for each other. I think those are the teams that are really, really hard to beat on Friday nights, are the teams that really play for each other.
What success in year number one for Chip Bilderback?
Man, dang, Sean bringing the heat on that one. That's a tough one. The way I look at it is the game of football is, a way for us to impact lives. And I want the success deemed not off wins and losses. I want it to be deemed off of our guys better brothers, husbands, fathers, sons. I want it to be something it's impacted well beyond our last football game. It's something that stays with them the rest of their lives as they remember these tough moments when they get 4 or 5 years down the road, or even a year down the road in college, and having to get up and study for an exam and do all those things. I think that's what's so great about football, Sean, is it's hard to do. It's hard to get up in the morning and work out when it's hot and your buddies aren't. All those things, and those are the things to me, like I tell our players all the time, climb is a word that we're trying to live out, but I want you to live it out the rest of your life. If you do those things the rest of your life, I think you're going to be successful. And that's kind of, trying to figure out what our success will be for us is. We want to be able to say 5 years from now that our kids are better in life because they've been a part of St. Frederick's football.
Chip Bilderback, welcome to North Louisiana.
Thanks, appreciate
you,
bud.
Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to join me every Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 on Sports Talk 97.7, and visit us on Facebook and Instagram.